eyebrow. You got a bit of a guideline, so then you can go over it a bit more. So take any excess off, get a clean brush, and then just start again going over it. So definitely over plucked was 20s. That over plucked look. And just build it up slowly, because you want to keep it nice and clean, but that sultry look you're doing. Has anyone got Louise Young's Timeless book? Did anyone buy it? No? But that is a really good book for historical makeup. She's got that really authentic, and it really is a good reference to historical makeups. So I definitely recommend you buy that and purchase it. Okay, so I've got my sloping eyebrow, and then I'm just going to do my sultry eye. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to do any eyeshadow. I'm actually going to do the fluid line as well on the eye. So just close your eye for me. I'm going to just put it across her eyelid here, as you would a smoky eye really. So that's the fluid line, and then a nice fluffy eyeshadow brush, and just kind of blend it, and working up the eyelid here. So you're working upwards into the middle here, keep blending and blending here, and so you're creating that smoky, sultry look. So you'll find I probably won't even use eyeshadow. You can use eyeshadow today, as long as it's matte and it's not got loads of glitter in it and things like that, because obviously that's not authentic. But I find these fluid lines a really versatile product in the fact that it will move for you. So here, look, when I want a bit of depth, I'm looking in the mirror and then I'm moving it here. And so you've got your pictures that we'll have up there on our board from the PowerPoint, so you can use that as a reference. And then remember, we're trying to go for authenticity. So we're trying to go for that iconic Clara look. Who was that iconic Hollywood movie star? Again, where you need to build colour up. Keep checking your work, looking in the mirror. If you notice, I always work inward, because if I work outwards, I'll start putting black down here. So work inward and slightly higher onto the eyelid. So I'm not taking it right up here. I don't want colour right up here. I just want that sultry look here. I don't want it any higher than there. So that's where your sort of target is to hit there. And then just adding a bit more depth, a soft brush, and then just blending. So have you noticed I don't go this way with my brush? If I go this way, I'm going to drag colour down here, and that's not the look. I go inward, keep taking it inward, working my brush inward like this, and blending out the edges on the top of the eyelid. Keep checking your work. We're getting there, we're getting that sultry, smoky 1920s eye. So there, yeah. And then obviously I need to go underneath the eye. So I'm going to tiny bit more fluid line. Small brush for a bit more precision. And a little smaller blending brush now. So get my model to look up. I'm going to just go across here, just under her eyelashes. Put some dark in. And then a little brush, and then just blend that out. So this is that sultry look. So it's quite a heavy, dramatic look. It's that Clara iconic movie style look that we're trying to create for the 1920s. Yeah? So as you're doing this, blending it. You alright there, Leah? So if you look at her eye shape, so just close your eye, it's just there. So you don't need to take it any higher, just look up and there. So we're taking it round the bottom as well. Okay. So, bit of mascara, not a lot, but they did wear mascara, but again they would have had cake mascaras, so a lot different. It was like a palette and then they'd mix it with water, and that's what that would be. So no double dipping obviously with mascara. I tend to put my arms close to me and then I just sort of like rest myself so that I'm steady, and then yeah, get your model just to look that slightly down and just start at the root, working the way down to the ends of your eyelashes. Just look up slightly, not too high, about here, that's it, that's perfect. And then just grab them eyelashes here, get them black. And look up slightly. That's it. You've got long lashes, haven't you? You certainly don't need extensions, do you? Right, have a look. Yeah, happy with that. Right, blusher was just literally a hint of colour. It wasn't masses of colour, so no stripes, big stripes of blusher or anything like that. So let's have a look. So blusher brush. I'm going to use this one because it is just like the apples of the cheeks I'm going to go for. And a hint of colour, so nothing too dramatic. Powder blusher I'm going to use. And then I'm going to get Leah just to look in the mirror and just smile a little bit for me. And just there at the front of the cheek, I'm just going to touch it with a bit of blusher. So nothing too way out, nothing really obvious. Just a hint of colour. And then a lips, again, it was a bit like the 18th century in that like rosebud effect. So it wasn't the full lip. Like we have now, we have really full lips, don't we? That's fashion for us. It wasn't for them in 1920s. So I'm going to use a lip, a really dark burgundy, like raisin colour is iconic to 1920s. So use that for lip liner and draw that on, really exaggerated. Can you see I'm missing that corner out? So I'm missing that corner out. Just there. And I'm taking it down here. So it's quite round. Quite a rounded shape. Okay. And then I'm going to use these. These are brilliant. These are our lip mixes. And this is a kind of really dark, sort of like burgundy red. The lip mixes are really good in the fact that you can make your own lip colour. So you could make your own burgundies, you know, mix colours together, or use the colour I'm using here. Again, I've got my powder puff just resting on my makeup, so I'm not disturbing my makeup. And then just colouring my lip and following my lip line. And these lip mixes stay on really, really well. So you could go dark, a lot darker than this. You can go to a really dark purple if you want. So, and as you know, I'm only doing half a face, so we get the effect with just half a face. So we've got blocked out eyebrows, we've drawn on our sad sultry brow line, we've got that really nice sultry black eyeliner, black eyeshadow, smoky eye look, hint of colour, dark burgundy lip, hair now. Finger waves would have been iconic for 1920, but we're going to use a wig because you've all got really long hair. So I'm going to just sort of tie it back a little bit first and put a stocking on. Only quickly, just to give you a visual effect. So let's have a look. Do you mind passing these pins to me? Thank you. So tie your hair out into a low bun or something like that. When you get more into the course, we'll cover about your wig application, but we'll put a little stocking on as well, which will keep the hair a bit neater. Can you just hold it with your thumbs at the front and as I pull over? She's actually going to go and do a bank job, isn't she? Right, so that's keeping all her hair in place. Pull your ear out, eh? And then this black wig will work for you to get an instant look, really. So, a little black cropped wig. If you just hold it with your thumbs again there, that's perfect. And then make sure it's nicely combed. Don't just plonk your wig on and then hope for the best. Comb it and look at it and get it right for your look. Because at the end of the day, this is your work and your picture, so you want it to look right for yourself. So I'm going to pull it higher back because I just want to see this eyebrow, because it's supposedly one of the iconic parts of the look. So you can pull it round a bit as well if you need to, you know, curl it a tiny bit. Can you get me a face chart from around the corner, please? Lovely, thank you. And we were talking about feathers, weren't we? And I found a feather, so let's have a look. If we put this in, what does it look like? We're keeping it a bit authentic. Yeah. Try and curl that a tiny bit. And then, if I put a piece of paper there, would you say, looking at her, she looks like she's a 1920s? Yeah? So that's what we're going for. Clara 1920s. So come and have a look, take a picture now, use it as a reference. Take a picture from behind or in front, doesn't matter.